First of all, I'm very happy to actually be doing this video because I think that this relates to many of you out there, and you will wonder like, okay, Jackie is always happy, she's always smiling, she's always positive, always dancing. Like, I'm 64 years old and I have been this all my life. But see, I never realized that someone like me who's very positive and motivated and happy and cheerful and always empowered could actually finally be depressed. And I wanted to share this with you because the past month I've been experiencing bouts of sadness and overwhelm and frustration, and I easily get frustrated, and I'd be beating myself because I'd be frustrated with myself, and yet I keep doing a lot of things. I keep wanting to do a lot of things, trying to achieve so many things in such a short time, and I think that's what caused me my burnout. And so today I'm going to share with you my current story because in case someone out there is feeling the same, and in case you're wondering why you're changing, why your mood is changing, then you're not alone because I'm here with you. And let's share our story together. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie D, and my goal is to empower women, to make them feel good about themselves, to help them find their value, find their best, and get out there and show their best and be their best and feel their best at whatever age. I'm 64 years old, and today I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to empower you. And I'm always a happy person. I always try to be positive, and I wouldn't have expected that at some point in my life I would actually go through depression. And so let me see, I'm gonna try to keep this video short, but I'm gonna try to make it very informative so that it can help anyone out there who's feeling depressed. And don't worry, it is normal. We're not ashamed of depression. We don't have to hide our depression, because the more we hide it, the more we prevent ourselves from healing. That's what I feel I need to really share. So I just realized that I've been really taking too much on my plate. During weekends, I love what I do, family, my little business on the side. But during weekdays, I also love what I do. I love my work and things like that. But I think I've taken too much on my plate. And the one reason is it's not my work's fault. It's nobody's fault, but I guess it's my fault because I never say no. It's hard for me to say no. Call it a cultural thing. I'm Filipino Canadian, but I'm Filipino. For us Filipinos, and I could speak for most of us, it's hard to say no. We try to please people. We don't want to frustrate people. We don't want to disappoint people. So even if we are already overwhelmed and overworked, we practically have no time to rest or take our breaks. We take on additional responsibilities. For me, I take on responsibilities because I think that, okay, that other person couldn't handle it, and I'm here to help. And I go like, I'll find a way to handle it. And that's how it started. So if I am to share one tip, learn to say no, because I'm learning right now the hard way. I had to take a break because I am not functioning like I used to. I get panic attacks, and I have a lot of little things that do not trigger me before would trigger me. Like there's software that I can't look at because I start having anxiety, and this is not the way to live. We don't want to live with anxiety, right? I mean, anxiety is good in the sense that it tells you to, hey, take care of yourself. Something's happening. The body, your mind is trying to keep you alert, warning you that something's happening. So take care of yourself. Try to control yourself. But when it becomes when you get anxiety, when there's no fear, it's like seeing an elephant in the room and there's no elephant. Imagining the elephant is stepping on you and there's even no elephant. That's the danger of anxiety, when it happens all the time and there's no reason. And then suddenly you feel so frustrated, you easily cry, you become so emotional. And that was me the past 2 weeks. Past month, it started slowly. Until the past 2 weeks, it was just really, I would so easily cry and feel like the world is taking me down, crushing me. And so I go like, okay, I think I need a doctor. So I finally saw the doctor, who gave me tests, and he said, I need the numbers of your tests. These are the numbers of your tests. So he took a test, and then he told me, and he said, Jackie, you have moderate to severe depression. And when I heard that, I wasn't surprised in a way, because I knew that I was not myself, but I was sad. I was sad because I said, I'm a happy person. How can I be depressed? And then I remember Robin Williams, these people, this guy who was always so happy, a comedian who always wanted to make people laugh, actually went into depression. The one good thing, and I'm thankful for that, is that one of the questions my doctor asked me is, do I have intentions to harm myself? And I don't. Thankfully, because I have a family and I can't imagine myself leaving them, so I don't have that fear. But I've lost interest in so many things, and that's a bad sign. Things that I used to love, I'm like losing interest. And I've lost interest in talking to people. Like, there are people that are within my very close circle that I talk to, and I feel comfortable talking to. I feel comfortable sharing my life. But there are most of the people I don't want to talk to. I feel that there's nothing to talk about. And I feel that, not now. I'm just feeling overwhelmed. So that's one thing. And then I'm not as like excited to do things. So I go like, why? And so when this happens to you, the next tip I'm going to share with you is, ask yourself, what is it that you have stopped doing? Maybe that's the cause of your depression. And that made me realize how much I missed content creation, because I stopped creating real regular content for my YouTube channel for months. So I would just be posting YouTube shorts. I was able to post a long content, I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Before that, I think a month ago. So I was not consistent. And the thing is, I love sharing something to my audience. And I love the fact that my audience comes back to me and say, Jackie, they ask a question, they ask for help, they ask for clarification, they ask me to share my references that I create on the side. And I miss that. I miss it because I was so busy outside of my house that when I come home, I'm just too tired to even do anything. I just want to take a break, right? So now that I'm on break, I go like, you know what? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create content. And this is my very first content, real, regular content that I'm doing while I'm trying to heal. I'm going to go back to regular running. I always went to the gym, but I didn't enjoy doing it. I went to the gym because I knew that I needed it. I always say I go to the gym for my mental health. But the past couple of weeks, I would go there. I would not force myself because I go to the gym regularly, but I wasn't enjoying it. And I would feel tired. I would feel so tired after an hour. Back in the day, I would still be so active and vibrant and physically alive after an hour's gym. But I would be tired now. So I go, something's wrong. This isn't me. And I've never felt this before. And I go like, I'm missing something. And that's talking to you and creating content, because I love creating content. And before I move on, I hope that you're liking my content, talking about content. And if you do, don't forget to give it a like and comment. I want to I want to listen to you, and I want to know if what I'm sharing with you is making sense, is touching you, touching your heart. And I want to learn from you. I want to know if this is happening to a lot of us, right? Or if you know someone who's going through it. But it's normal. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I'm not ashamed to say that I am going through depression at the moment. And because of that, I want to heal right away. And I'm actually scared to take my medication, which my doctor prescribed. So, because there will be side effects, he said, and I want to be myself. I'm actually scared because I'm a panicky person. I have anxiety. And so right now I'm already afraid of what's going to happen to me. I have not even tried it. So I am glad that I'm on break right now. I'm not going for, my usual regular job, because what if my personality changes? What if I become grumpy? What if I become so impatient? What if I become short with people? I don't want to be that, because that's not me. So I go like, okay, now that I'm on break, yes, I'm gonna take my medication, and I'll take it at night, so that if anything happens, it's at night and I'm not vlogging. So, oh my gosh, I am honestly scared, but I have to do it, because I thought I could survive without it. I said maybe I'm just going to take a break and take it slow. I'll heal. But this morning I felt that I was impatient with myself. I was rushing people when they were asking me questions. Like, I needed to get it done right away. I needed to know right away. And I can't hear people asking me to do something, because I feel like I don't have time. So I do need my medication. And it's the first time. And I will be filming more videos, because I want to share this story. I have only filed for a 2-week leave from work. And it's Christmas. So I want to see how I'll do. And if I recover quickly, if I heal quickly, I want to share it with you, because, life is real time and life is short. And it's important for us to get help when we need help as soon as we can. And so I'm doing the things I love. Do the things you love. If you're depressed, you get back on track. It's hard to say. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. So get back on track. But while you're able to control yourself, your mindset, your outlook, do something you love. And so today, that's what I did this morning when I woke up, and I slept in. Like, I normally would be awake at like 4:30 or 5:30 at the latest. Today, I woke up at like, I don't know, 6:30, but because I knew I was not going to work, I was able to relax and say like, I'm going to sleep some more. And my dog sleeps beside our bed. And he was still asleep, so that's good. And then I said, look, I'm gonna wake up now, because I was so excited to see what I can do. 7:10 in the morning. Today's Thursday, December 11th. And so I woke up. I washed my face first, made sure, put my moisturizer and things like that. And then I'm trying to remember what I first did. I fed my dog. And then we went for a walk. My dog is also going through depression, I think so, because he looks so sad, and he can feel that I'm sad. We went for a walk, we went for a run, and I was so happy to do that. When I got home, I cleaned my living room, I cleaned my kitchen counter, I organized it. I organized a lot of stuff, my dining table. That helps, because I don't know if you're like me, but I feel that when I see clutter, I can't think. My brain is a mess. It's like it goes out. I cannot work with clutter. So I have to make sure I organize my stuff and I can see where they are. And so I did that. And it's hard to work when you're thinking like, still have to do this. So may as well just do whatever is on your mind. Do that first. That's the next step. If you're doing something and you're worried about, oh my God, I have to do this, stop this one that you're doing and do that thing that's on your mind. Get it out of the way. So I did that. I cleaned everything. And then I said, and that was like, I don't know, in 2 hours, I was able to clean a lot and organize a lot. And, I organized, folded the fresh laundry, kept them in the closet, cleared everything that was not in place, and then threw the garbage, threw my recyclables, cleared my stuff, and then I said, okay, then I'm going to vlog. And I'm so excited because and then I took care of myself, the usual, and then put on makeup, because I like putting on makeup because it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like, oh, I can do this. I can play with this shadow and things like that. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to do another video about makeup, especially when you're older, because we want to not lose our touch when it comes to putting makeup. And yes, and I did my nails. Do you like them? Yeah, so I feel better. I really miss creating content. So if ever you're going through something, hang in there. Let's hang in there together. And don't take too much on your plate. When your plate is overflowing, acknowledge that and stop right there and take care of yourself, because life is important. We only live once, and we have a family to take care of, a family who loves us, and we want to be there for them. And my family is the one that keeps me motivated to stay healthy and to breathe. And these are the people who will care for you, and who will be sad if anything happens to you. So I'm doing this for my family and for myself. And do that for yourself and for the people who love you and people you love, right? And so you take care of yourself, and I'll try to film as much content as I can, because this content, creating content, heals me. It helps me get back on track, and very informative for you. So I still want to keep sharing information despite my depression. So yeah, you can see it's cold and I'm in my bedroom, but I have to have this sweater on because pretty cold out there, winter, and I'm from Vancouver, so damp and cold weather. It's been raining. So, but anyways, please don't forget to like this video. Follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram @TheRealD, TikTok @TheRealD, and I have a very new Facebook page. It's Self-Esteem Through the Years, and I hope I'll see you there too. And don't forget to comment and love yourself. Take care of yourself. You're beautiful, you're valuable, you're the best that you can ever be. And the world is different if you're not around. Bye for now.